Hello, this is Dr. Mia Luth. It's, I don't know, October 27th, 2025. It's 12:50 p.m. Eastern Time, New York. I had to stop my earlier uh, live post because I had talked to somebody about some private information regarding my medication. Um, I'm in the process of changing medications uh, because it seems like there's a medication that's exacerbating some movement disorder symptoms. So this is my life. Uh, I'm ignoring everybody on direct messaging at this point on my X account. It says I don't answer DMs. Okay, some people I give a chance, but you don't get it, and I don't know if it's AI or what, but it's unacceptable. Coming to conclusions when you don't know. I'm not bitter about anything. Okay, I have 10 different specialists, 10 at least, and I'll probably have to add another one here soon. Uh, I'm medically what's called serious medical conditions, and it's very difficult for me sometimes to speak or walk. And anybody who's got a functional neurological disorder, which is movement disorder, or um, Parkinson's, understand what I'm saying. And for those who don't know about it, just education. The minute we get still, okay, so if we're lying down or we sit for too long and we're still, that's when body movement starts kicking in. So it's very hard to sit still. Sometimes it's very hard to sleep because once the body starts getting still, that's when the issues start happening. And so it's like your body's restless. So getting proper sleep is extremely difficult. Um, and I tried talking to people online, and some of them can't be who they say they are. And I'm like, some fucknut trying to find out if I'm lazy. I'm like, who the fuck are you, you coward piece of garbage? Do you guys enjoy giving a person whose entire family is deceased with a few serious medical conditions that do not currently have a cure, by the way? They just continue to get worse. Wow. I mean, I don't understand how you can walk around in your own damn skin. I got nothing nice to say to a lot of people for that reason. I, I try to listen to my doctors. Okay, I'm constantly during the week at appointments for medical, and now I have to squeeze in a physical therapy, which I can't do at home. So I have to go to the ATI, set up appointments at least twice a week. I can't ever do 3 times a week. It's too much for me. So, and then I give, when I put stuff out, and then I give the links to these piles of shit walking around in human flesh, which is what my informed decision is about many of you talking to me online. Uh, I mean, I let you know some asshole who claims to be from England, tries to tell me, oh, well, we have to work hard for the things we enjoy. And I'm like, don't I fucking wish that I could get up like everybody else and be healthy and not have to worry about figuring out how to take a shower without getting hurt. And figuring out how to make sure that all my medications are appropriate and making all these appointments and keeping track of everything. And some days it's just much harder for me. Symptoms come and go, and some days it's much harder for me to even walk. So I'm having one of those kinds of days, so I try and remember to use my cane, because sometimes my foot will drag, and then I might fall and injure myself again. I'm constantly injured. Okay, it's a part of functional neurological disorder. I also have hidradenitis suppurativa. Okay, there's no cure for that. And sometimes they hurt. And I have diabetes, or I don't have diabetes. Okay, some of that is from something called gastroparesis. And the medication that would normally be given for that may cause issues with my movement disorder, so the doctors don't, my gastroenterologist doesn't want to put me on that. So I have to just deal with the fact that I'm being malnourished even though I'm eating food. Okay, biology, physiology is not fate. Okay, you guys can hide from your lives all you fucking want, but I don't. It's not possible for me to work 40 hours a week. It's just not. Because if it were, I'd be doing it. Don't tell me to calm down. Shut your faces. You calm down. AI has no permission to speak to me or talk to me or contact me. I only want to talk to human beings online. That's it. Try and tell me to calm down. I'm like, come say that to my face in the dark alley. You cowards. That's what you are. You're cowards. Slinky, obnoxious, shit turd, cowards. So no, I'm not going to be answering any DMs. There's a few ice-hockey people. Okay, well, that would be okay. But otherwise, fuck off. Okay, so I have a situation with my medication was tampered with last month. So there's an investigation, and that's extra shit I gotta deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I had to lay down. I had an appointment, and then I had lunch, and so now it's like 1:00 p.m. my time Eastern, and I have to lay down. I don't have a choice, and my legs are starting to do things like move, and one of them, my left, won't really stay still because because this is part of the symptoms of neurological disorder that I've gotten diagnosed with through Johns Hopkins neurology, and Hopkins is a good hospital. I can't stop my leg from moving, and it starts to become a problem. So sometimes I have to get up and move, because if I get up and I walk on it, it stops. And my hand is also, I'm having trouble getting my hand to stop moving. You don't get prizes for contacting me like the cowards that you are. But for some reason, you've got some kind of power and you don't. Okay? The diabetes is likely not really diabetes. It just comes across like that sometimes because I have paralysis in my gastrointestinal system, and it doesn't process food the same way anymore, and it causes dysphagia, which is difficulty swallowing, and so a lot of the food doesn't process the same way anymore, and it does kind of mess with my blood sugar to the point where I get hypoglycemic, which is very difficult because there's this extra added thing that isn't just a sugar-related situation. And sometimes my eyes work better than other times, and this is why I don't drive a motor vehicle anymore. If I had one of those self-driving cars, I could probably be a bit more independent, but it's just not something I can afford. I have to rely on rides, and I'm around people every day who don't understand, and they say shitty things to me. I have some turd knocker online just calling me his wife, and I'm like, how in the fuck do you get that? What the hell are you talking about? I don't need an online boyfriend. I don't need any of that. I need a real live person in my life, and I don't give a shit. People trying to scam me, like, you're just a crap ball in flesh. Just fucking face it. Just fucking face who you are and what you are. All of you, for the last 2-3 years, have been trying to talk to me DM. Especially the fucking fake celebrities, man. Find something better to do with your damn life. Okay? So this what my life is like. And no one really gives a shit about me in any real way. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend anything. It's easy. It's easier just to word anger someone else than it is to take a good look at your own fucking self. Check yourself before you wreck your own self. Okay? I'm not bitter about anything. Of course, I'm going to be depressed. My whole family's dead, ass wipes. I can't work full time for a living anymore. How the fuck do you think I feel? Okay? I mean, at this point, I really only want to talk to Canadians. It's hard to get along with Canadians. I guess some asshole, you, not out in public, mind you. This is it trying to tell me, like, I'm his girlfriend. I'm like, no, I'm not. Not in. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I am not. We're not dating. Like, this is the real physical, real life. Like, you're trying to tell me I don't exist, and I'm trying to tell you you're fucked up in the head. It's gonna be more real. I've had to contemplate my do not resuscitate, and I've had to get all that and paper around. Hey, they're just things I'm not willing to go through anymore. Trying to work on my bucket list, well, that's very difficult when you don't have any money. I'm around some shitty people sometimes. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to look on your inside, and you don't want to take the time, okay, to assess yourself. This is fucking human life reality. Okay? If you don't fucking like it, I don't give a shit. There's some days, well, I have to like lay down at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and so help me, you pile of shit, fake ass gods. None of you would want to go through what I have to go through on a daily basis. Be grateful for your health. I don't get a vacation ever. There, people like me in this world, we don't get a vacation. So You need to see the actual truth. And you need to understand there are things that everyone takes for granted, and you gotta stop every so often and take a look at that shit. Instead of yapping and flapping, instead of, just keep on going, just keep on going. No. No. That's why I tell people who are parents, help your children understand themselves really well. Dysphagia, trouble swallowing. I had to have the Heimlich maneuver used on me because sometimes food gets stuck. I have to use this extra stuff because I get dry mouth so bad from my medications. It's causing harm to my teeth and causing difficulty in me breathing at night because my mouth is so dry. I have a cracked tooth with the nerve hanging out up here, and I need oral surgery back here, and it hurts a lot. I'm on pain management for the rest of my life. If you people can't handle that shit, then get the fuck away from me. That's not love. At all. People need to know that there's more than one different kind of movement disorder. Okay? Now, a lot of my symptoms are similar to Parkinson's symptoms, and I have already had trouble with Barrett's esophagus, so now I probably have a hiatal hernia. And the earliest I can get in for an endoscopy, which is something they have to do, is Christmas Eve. People don't buy me birthday presents. People don't buy me Christmas presents. A lot of the stuff that I need that would be helpful for me, my insurance doesn't cover. Not such a great day for me, to be honest. Still a few issues with the internet. I don't have the same, it's 111. I don't have the same technology that I did even last year. So, I'm working with not such great stuff here. I'm around people wasting money like there's an endless fucking supply. Now, I did have retirement money. I had two different kinds of IRAs or IRAs. I had stocks, I had bonds. And I had FU money, a full year salary. And that all went very, very quickly. None of you are my fucking dad, man. Don't be running around thinking in your stupid little heads for some reason that I'm like your wife or your girlfriend, because I'm not. That's just false. Okay? You're not, nobody's taking me out on dates or paying my way. Wow, these assholes won't even talk to me on the fucking phone, man. I don't give a shit who you are. You're not really supposed to be bragging out loud, philanthropist. Well, that's if you follow Jesus, anyway. Sometimes I actually have to use a walker to get a new hip. My back and part of my neck and parts of my spine, well, one's extra compressed or something, and then another one is off center, and then osteoarthritis is weakening all of that. There's no cure for that one either. Cognitive difficulties, brain fog, yeah, fibromyalgia goes along with all this. So I have to get pressure point pain shots in rotation. Shoulders, back, and the shoulder blades, that's my next set, is in the shoulder blades, and then hips, and then knees, every week, rotating. I can't do certain procedures because I have to do certain other procedures before that. I mean, I'm happy for people who don't have these issues. I mean, I'm not giving you shit. I'm simply saying, who the fuck are you people? Nobody. You're ignorant crapballs who need to give a poor little woman whose entire family is deceased, who is probably not going to make it to the age of 70. I mean, if I make it to freaking 60, that's going to be a freaking miracle. So yeah, I do think about death with dignity, and I'm allowed to do that. And if one of you out there has a fucking problem with it, then you fucking figure out how to get to 533 Booth Street, Elkton, Maryland, and you give me a fucking solution. By the way, I'm an ice hockey fan. You dill holes. Transference is another term that psychologists use. Projection is another term that psychologists use. I don't do any of that. I've had those kind of tests on that. I've been through that kind of crap. I know. I might be slightly crazy because I love goaltending. The very first time I tried it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fucking it. Right here. Right here. So sometimes you gotta talk to your post because they get lonely. I can't physically do certain things, but I encourage people when I can. As far as I know, it's not a game day, so when it's not a game day, I check in on other National Hockey League teams, listen to some press, and kind of get a uh, feel for what else is going on in the league, and then I look at practice video for the Jets, whatever is, to send out. Because it's the only thing in the world I have to look forward to. I would never ever wish any of what you guys have been doing to me on any other anyone ever, even if it's somebody who fucking deserved it. Just remember to be grateful that you're healthy, because that could go away today or tomorrow. Tell the people that you love them often, because you may wake up and they're not there anymore. My ability to play guitar has gone away. Muscle weakness. When my body is going through movements I can't control. It's hard to hold the guitar sometimes, so I've been trying to use a keyboard. I had to clean it really well. It works, but I'm trying to figure out how to use it so I don't like set chords up and do stuff so that it's actually synthesizer, so that I can just like press single buttons, because that's easier for me. I have trouble typing on a keyboard now, which is why I do my vlogs and everything on this YouTube channel. So I'm not afraid of my reality, people. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not trying to make long-term plans anymore, because that's a bit unwise. And I have to get all the paperwork. Do not resuscitate, all that other stuff. So I'm working on that. Yes, that's right. I don't want CPR or any other life-saving anything. All that legal paperwork, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. And yeah, so this is how my life happens sometimes. There, I could possibly also have an infection in my jaw, and that could kill me. I'm trying to get to the right place, and then with insurance and making sure it's covered can take a little while. So, I mean, screw you people who don't get it. I don't care. Put information out to try and help other people and to contribute what I can to whatever people who are scientists or medical people, or to help monitor my symptoms. And I, I sometimes have a much better day. My legs will work better, and I don't have to use my walker, but I'm gonna need it anyway because I have to get a new hip. Um, so medications that could help me, I can't take because it will exacerbate some other situations. So it's constantly maneuvering medication and all this other kind of stuff. Uh, People say a lot of things. People think that they're going to be such great, honorable people, and that, if somebody really that they would, but when push comes to shove and when cussed, that's not true. I mean, I have to make sure, the fact I'm an organ donor needs to go, there's just stuff that legally has to be taken care of, and, I might have to ask for help and just keep asking for help until it comes to live in a place where death with dignity is permitted. So, that all stuff has to be considered. Sometimes my eyes are affected, and my ears definitely. I'm 53, and I have already started some hearing issues, which don't seem to be improving. So yeah, I got an ENT, otolaryngologist. I got a hearing doctor. No point in wearing glasses sometimes because I'm not driving, and I have to just constantly keep putting different glasses on for certain things. So I just kind of stopped doing that too. One of my medications makes my gums weak. Another one of my medications causes certain swelling in certain areas. Everybody's all having freakouts because, oh no, we're not going to have SNAP benefits after till November 1st. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and starve us out too. Why don't I gotta live with a human individual who has plenty of money but still wants food stamps, and she can buy $100 perfume. She can walk around without pain. She can do all kinds of shit. She certainly doesn't seem disabled to me at all. Yet, they're still giving her SNAP benefits, and she's getting her nails done. She buys stuff. She doesn't like it, she throws it away in the trash. She doesn't even try to, recycle it or give it to somebody in need. She doesn't even do that. My life is shitty sometimes. I can admit outright I have bad days, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the right thing to do. See, some of you motherfuckers walking around trying to yeah, delude yourselves. Okay, you're all like, oh, you look good on the outside, feel good on the inside. I'm like, you got that fucking wrong. That's unhealthy. Hi there, mental health. Hi. That's that's the wrong way to look at it. That causes damage. Everybody's allowed to have some bad days. Everybody. That's human. That's to be expected. It fucking happens. It happens to every human. You walking around, oh, everything's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. I do have college degrees in psychology. I do know better. I also know about the position of goaltender way better than billions of people on this planet, and that is a true statement. But in particular, at this point, right, ice hockey goalies, and in particular, my focus, National Hockey League. I do have a genius level IQ. I gotta admit, though, I have cognitive issues that are caused by some of my medication, and some of it is movement disorder. I get fibro fog, and I have lifelong PTSD, and that's another thing that I like to try and talk about is things because the more people who understand it better, the more likely you won't have lifetime complex post-traumatic stress. It can be seriously debilitating, and it doesn't just happen in the military. I'm sure there's ice hockey players walking around with post-traumatic stress. Well, someone understands. That'd be me. So I don't feel like I have anybody to talk to, so I just put it online. No, I'm not going to buy any of you an iTunes card. I don't give a shit, Nigeria. Get your fucking shit together and quit scamming vulnerable citizens online. Grow a fucking conscience. Have a fucking heart. Learn how not to do that. Okay? You don't get fucking awards in heaven or anywhere else for that matter. And by the way, lots of you trying to push God or Jesus on me. I am I gotta be honest with you, I haven't seen any of you, for the most part, spiritual spirit. Okay? I can't afford the things I actually need to help me. And I don't care. I mean, I doubt the state of Maryland is gonna take away food benefits from disabled people, but they should take it away from people who haven't had an update or who are walking around like my fucking roommate. Get the nails done, pedicure. Oh, she wants all kinds of shit. She's abusive as shit to me. Verbal abuse, money abuse. You do realize that's abuse. Excuse me, United States of America. Are you guys aware that what's happening here is abuse? Who the fuck's in charge? I want to talk to a motherfucker right at the top. Don't hide from me, you fucking coward. I don't really have anything nice to say. Dude, who the fuck ever? I want to talk to fucking robots. I don't want to fucking talk to AI. My expectations of what happens on any given ice hockey game are very, very different. So a lot of people who mouth off about it and type and, you walk around like fucking armchair goddamn general managers and, oh, we should trade for this guy. Yeah, that's not how it fucking works. Take your fantasy and fuck off. Yeah, I've seen it all over. I'm like, well, that player's not even available. Get a 6-year contract with no trade clause. I can be a little dude-like, I know. Well, I grew up around mostly dudes. I mean, I'm used to some of it, but yeah, some of it's just like, all right, gentlemen, like, maybe keep your mouths shut a little more often around younger females and maneuver your eyeballs and your penises a little bit better and keep the fucking locker room talk in the fucking